morning, boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 134 in arithmetic. Let's start a little bit with fractions. Remember that we can only add and subtract fractions that have the same denominator. Remember, the denominator's on the bottom, the numerator's on the top, okay? But we can only add them if they have the same denominator. This one's 4 and this one's 4, so now we can add them. We look at the top number, the numerator, and we subtract them. 3 minus 2 equals 1. The denominator stays the same, and then we do the whole number. 2 minus 8 we can't do because the bottom is bigger, we need to borrow. So we borrow from the 7 turns into a 6. We give it to the 2 and we give 10, so it makes it a 12. When we subtract 12 minus 8, we get 4, and 6 minus 1, you get 5. 54 and 1/4 is our answer. Here we have an addition problem. The first thing we check is that the bottom number, the denominators, are the same. They are, so now we can add. 4 plus 7 equals 11, and we leave the denominator the same. And now we can add the whole numbers. 0 plus 5 is 5. 9 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 4 is 12. Put down the 2. There's nowhere to carry, so put down the 1. Remember, we need our comma. Ones, tens, hundreds, comma. So it's 1,295 and 11/14. Okay, one thing I wanted to go over with you was your steps to division. When we're doing long division, you need to know your steps. So here's the way that we remember. Division, multiplication, subtraction, compare, bring down. These are our 5 steps to division. Let's go over it one more time, and then I'll show you some hand motions. Division, multiplication, subtraction, compare, and bring down. So this is the way that I remember. I divide, remember my dividing line is my fraction bar. I divide, I multiply, I subtract, I compare, I bring down. Okay? Again, I divide, I multiply, I subtract, I compare, I bring down. Okay? So let's talk about dividing when there's money involved. There's one or two little steps that you have to remember when there's money involved, when you divide. When you divide, you need to make sure that you have money here, your money sign, your dollar sign, but you have to bring that up to the top. So first thing you do when you get a money problem is bring it from the inside to the outside. Then you're going to do the same with the decimal point. But you need to make sure that it's right at the same point. It's just going straight up and down, okay? Make sure it's there. If you put it in a different place, it's going to be the wrong dollar amount. 6 divided by 5 equals 1. 1 times 5 equals 5. Subtract. 6 minus 5 equals 1. Compare. 1 is less than 5. Bring down. Did you hear my steps? Divide. 6 divided by 5 equals 1. Multiply. 1 times 5 equals 5. Subtract. 6 minus 5 equals 1. Compare. 1 is less than 5. Bring down. Bring down the 5. Okay? And let's do it all over again. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. 3 times 5 equals 15. Subtract. 15 minus 15 equals 0. Compare. 0 is less than 5. Bring down. Now, say to yourself, I got a 0. Well, that doesn't help you. You need to divide 0 divided by 5. Again, remember your charts. 0 divided by 5 equals 0. Anything times 0 equals 0. And multiply. 0 times 5 equals 0. Subtract. 0 minus 0 equals 0. Compare. 0 is less than 5. Bring down. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. 1 times 5 equals 5. Subtract. 5 minus 5 equals 0. And that's your answer. $13.01. $13.01. We can check this answer by doing $13 multiply by 5. Here we go. 5 times 1 equals 5. 0 times 5 equals 0. 3 times 5 equals 15. Carry the 1. 1 times 5 equals 5. Plus 1 equals 6. This decimal, bring down to the same spot. And then put your dollar sign. And that's how you know you got the right answer. Do this one on, if you can pause the video, try it yourself, put it on paper, and then I'll go through it, okay? So go ahead and pause it, and then I'll go through it. Okay, boys and girls, let's do this. 1 divided by 7, you can't do. 15 divided by 7 equals 2. 2 times 7 equals 14. Subtract. 15 minus 14 equals 1. Compare. 1 is less than 7. Bring down. 14 divided by 7 equals 2. 2 times 7 equals 14. Subtract. 14 minus 14 equals 0. 0 is less than 7. Bring down. 0 goes into 7. 0 divided by 7 equals 0. Okay? Now, I forgot something up here. Who knows what I forgot? The answer is not 220. Please make sure that you remember your decimal point goes in the same place. Your dollar sign goes in the same place. Don't forget. You have a few on your worksheet to do. I'm going to change over to the document camera. So again, you have your worksheet, lesson 134. You should see the example of dividing money on top. That's what we just did. And we are going to do one more together as you do it on your paper. Here, $21.36 divided by 6. 2 divided by 6, you can't do. 21 divided by 6 equals 3. That's correct, 3. And 3 times 6 is 18. Before we do this, let's make sure we put our dollar sign and our decimal. Remember, the decimal goes right in the same spot, okay? Now, 21 minus 8 equals 3, and 3 is less than 6. That's compare. Bring down the 3, you have 33. 33 divided by 6. If you're not sure, let's count by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 36. So, no, I'm sorry, 24, 30. So you have 33, 6 times 5 equals 30, 5 times 6 equals 30, and when you subtract, you get 3 again. We bring down. Now we have 36. 36 divided by 6 equals 6, and 6 times 6 is 36. Now let's check. $3.56 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 3 is 33. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 3 is 21. We're going to put the decimal in the same place. And the dollar sign. And this checks out correct. Go ahead and finish this up for seat work as well as the back. You have a great day, and we will see you next time.